film sequences were found on a family cine film belonging to Alan Raitt, who was born in 1932 and was a pupil at the Convent in the late 1930s, when we believe that this film was shot. His father, Edward, known as Ted Raitt, a builder, had a cine camera and shot this film. We believe that this was either 1937 or 1938. Convent school was established in Sittingbourne in 1895 when the Catholic nuns of a religious order opened their doors here at a house known as Shamel or Scammel. It was primarily a school for young ladies, but boys were taken too up to a certain age. The school remained a part of Sittingbourne's life, a big part of Sittingbourne's life, until it closed in 1993. The convent school, seen here on the left, was on the junction of West Street with Ufton Lane. The Catholic church was just a few doors further along West Street, beyond a parade of shops. The extensive grounds had at first been laid out as orchards. A games field and tennis court was created sometime in the 1920s. And then the 1938 map shows that a bigger sports field was created sometime in the 1930s. An annual school fete was held in the 1920s, usually featuring some sort of dance or pageant. But a sports day was possibly not held until the 1930s. The parents were very much encouraged to attend and get involved, it seems. This sequence starts with a boys' race first of all. Here we see the girls lined up for a race. The building at the southern end of the grounds is perhaps a groundsman's cottage. Then the camera pans around to the left and we see some of the fathers who've been roped in for officiating, as Mary Green, or Mary Doran as she was, remembered. Her father was asked to blow the whistle. The camera pans round to show the spectators, parents and the priest, probably Father Lynch. So here is that sequence run in something like real time. The next set of clips are all events, races and fun events for the children. First there's an event in which we see the girls running towards the camera, away from the school, to get their shoes, then find small suitcases. I'm not sure what this is, but the race eventually ends with the girls in blazers and hats with suitcases and shoes running towards the finish line. Next there's the boys' wheelbarrow race in caps. Then there is the game where girls eat an apple on a piece of string. The object is to either just take a bite or to eat the apple. One of the senior girls laughs at the camera. Then a boys and girls mixed relay race. A senior girls three-legged egg and spoon race. Senior girls relay race. And a boys running race. And finally a race for some of the younger girls wearing hats. So here are the races in one sequence, nearly 2 minutes altogether. This last section of footage from the sports day shows us some of the mothers and then the mothers' event. Then we see the school lined up for prize giving and the priest handing out the prizes. Here are some of the mothers getting ready to take part in the egg and spoon race. And the mother's egg and spoon race. Then the whole school, the competitors, line up for prize giving. The priest, probably Father Lynch, gives out the prizes, assisted by some of the nuns. And we briefly see the headmistress, Madame Anselm, assisting to the right of Father Lynch. So here is the sequence, the mothers' races and then the prize giving, lasting about 1 minute. No cheating going on here, is there? The next piece of film was shot on the same day, immediately after the sports day. The children of school age are all in convent school uniform. A semi-detached house, the Rates' home in Woodstock Road, with a hedge in between the two gardens. There's an ornamental pond in the centre of a small lawn. Two boys are riding bikes around between the children. 4 are on a seesaw. 2 or 3 mothers are trying to keep order. A girl wields a cricket bat, and a sandpit contains at least 10 children, many of whom have possession of a spade. What could go wrong? One young girl of 3 or 4 is a bit bewildered, and a dog is introduced to the sandpit. Another young girl is encouraged to face the camera and smile. Here are the adults at the party. And then a little girl and a baby. So this last sequence then is nearly 2 minutes long. Oh, don't do it.